This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, let you understand what exactly business process management first. Because BPM is nothing but a business process management. It's a process first of all. Before we were talking about the tool, whatever the tools we use is irrespective of it. It's a kind of business process management is something which optimizes the business process of any organization. Means enhancing their business process to the next level is
Yeah.
one way wherein to use business process. We have many tools like Pega, Appian, Common, right? So different tools we have. So these are the different tools will be used to manage and automate the process and all. So this is what generally the diagram wherein we can see from business process point of view. It's a management life cycle as well as a discipline we can call it as. It's a discipline wherein whatever the activities, for example, if you take any organization, for example, if you want to take a bank, what usually banks do? Banks will have different services. Right? Bank deposits, take deposits from the customers. Against to that, they'll provide interest on that. Banks will issue some loans, right? different loans like home loans, mortgage loans, vehicle loans, right? Personal loans, all that. At the same time, banks will involve in portfolio management. Means if you want to manage your portfolio, stocks, debentures, all this also can be provided under portfolio management services by the financial institutions. Either these financial institutions may be banks or NBFCs, right? For example, if you take banks, something like ICICI, all that. So those will provide you the banking services. Apart from that, they'll provide you the portfolio management services like creating demat accounts, all that. If you take NBFCs, non-banking financial services companies, so those people also provide you portfolio management services. So any organization, any business across the world, irrespective of the domain they belongs to, any business activity or any business process, do we require or do we need to follow? Wants to achieve some kind of goals in their business, because model of business or operation of business changes from time to time, because it will not remains the same everywhere, right or not? Because of the business change. For example, nowadays, due to the pandemic situation across the world, there are some activities, there are some processes which we have enhanced for the benefit of the customers nowadays. Assume that these kind of services are not there earlier, because earlier we don't require all that. But nowadays the situation has enhanced in such a way where we have to add some new processes, new systems, new activities to be placed on. All this is possible manually. Can you do all this manually? Is it possible? Not possible, right or not? Because we can't do it. Why? Because organization is a large scale context, large scale entity. Being a large scale entity as an organization, providing all these may not be possible manually. So what do we require? In order to manage our business in a stipulated way, there are some tools normally we use, something like Pega, Appian, all these kind of tools will be used to manage our operational effectiveness, because we want to increase the operational efficiency of the organization. Because if you want to go for the next level in your business, you need some operational efficiency which is to be managed. So whatever the tools we mentioned so far will give you an insights about what exactly we do with reference to the business processes concept. Understood? Clear? Right? So this is what generally the introduction part of it.
Yes.
Now With reference to the business process is concerned, there are few things we have to take it. One is business process modeling. I'll write down on a Word document so that you will be understood very well. I'm writing down here. I'll be writing down here. This is a Word document I'm writing down. It is called as session notes. Okay, these session notes will be shared to you every day so that you can go through along with the recordings. Clear? Right? Now, first thing is
Okay.
business. The very first thing what we do in BAPM is business process model. The very first thing is business process model. This is what generally we do here. Means how to create business models. How to create business models. How to incorporate business models into that, because there are different multiple business processes we have, which has to be integrated or incorporated by us. So for that, generally business process modeling is something useful to you. This is the first step in the BPM. Remember, right? Business process modeling. Of course, there are different approaches of BPM, but from a larger context, I am explaining all this to you. Right? Business process modeling is the first thing. Next, business process automation. Business process automation. Why business process automation is required? Because if you don't do business process automation, there are some activities which we want to make it simplified. Because there are some activities, for example, if you take a bank, right? What usually banks do? Banks perform an activity of taking deposits from the customers, right? Taking deposit to the customers. If any customer come across to the organization, to the bank, and whatever the services do they require, either he wants to deposit money or he wants to withdraw money or he wants to raise a request or complaint to something, like there is an activity or there is a process which has to be followed, because this is not the manual process anymore, right? So for example, you are going for a bank, you want to deposit money. What do? We write it on a counter slip. If you go to the bank, I'm saying we write a counter file. Counter slip will be written by us. It will be given in the bank counter. So the person will take this. He'll enter all the details based on the account number what that individual having consists of. He'll take the money and he'll deposit the money, and you get a slip. Against to the slip, you get an SMS as well that so and so money was credited in your account. Right? So this is the process is being followed. This process is a continuous process irrespective of the amount you are investing in, right? Either you may be depositing 1,000 rupees or you may be depositing 10 lakhs. Irrespective of the amount you are depositing, the process remains the same. Do you agree that? Ayushi, right? This is what. So business process automation is something needed nowadays, because lot of process is involved in any of the business. So automating the business process so that we can reduce the human intervention. This is where nowadays in this business process, there is a concept called RPA came into picture. RPA stands for robotic process automation. Means you're automating some processes. For example, you want to apply for a bank loan, right? For example, some XYZ wants to apply for a loan. Nowadays, what is happening? If you want to apply for a loan, what is happening nowadays? Even nowadays, you could see some tools where you can see whether are you eligible for the loan or not by providing some basic information. Of course, that information may not be everything, but some basic information if you can provide, whether you are eligible for the loan or not, you could see everything online in 5 minutes. How is that happening? This is through because of RPA development. This is what we call it as RPA stands for robotic process automation. This is how the process have been evolved nowadays. Because of robotic process automation, here we automate the process, the regular process. We automate the regular process. This is where generally the business process automation plays vital and important role. Next, third point, execution. Business execution means if you want to execute some activity, for example, if you want to perform some activity, how do you perform? There is a set of standards and procedures we have to follow. Those set of follow procedures, implementations, whatever the processes are we following, all these things comes under business execution. Means how to execute the task. Means if you want to execute the task, for example, if we want to execute a task, how to do and what to perform. This is what we call it as business execution. Understand? Clear? Are you following?
Yeah, I'm following.
Right.
I got it.
Right. So business execution. Yeah. Next, followed by this business control. Business control means you need to have an overall control of your business. If you don't have an overall control of the business, what will happen? The performance of the business will come down, right? Because there is no accountability, there is no responsibility will be taken by the individuals. So hence, if you have not given any kind of responsibility and accountability to the people, controlling of business would be difficult and it won't stick. This is what we call it as business control is all about. Next, followed by business control, the next is business measurement. Business measurement. What is meant by business measurement? Business measurement in terms of the performance of the business, because growth of the business is based on the performance what business enhancing, right? Because you need to perform in your business something which is required and essential, because if organization wants to grow from one extent to another extent, business performance is something required and essential. So how you are going to assume that? So based on some kind of reports, some kind of workflows we have to prepare. So all the workflows, reports, everything can be generated using the business process management tools, something called Appian, Pega, all that. And I would like to add on one point here is Appian is a kind of tool. It's a low code management tool widely used in mobile applications, especially in mobile based applications, mobile apps and all that, right? Whenever you're going to develop some kind of mobile applications or e-commerce based, especially for mobile based applications and all that. So Appian is being widely used nowadays. The importance of Appian was not earlier that much to the extent, because most of the people knows about Pega more rather than Appian, if you remember, and if you can observe the differences. Of course, every Pega has its own advantages, Appian has its own advantages, even I do accept that. But nowadays, if you can see, if you can understand more in a better manner, if you can closely observe, Pega has more commercially succeeded in its own way. But whereas Appian is a kind of environment, is a market which majorly focusing on low code management solutions, wherein providing most of the services to the mobile environment. That is how Appian was successful in their own environment nowadays, because slowly recognition of Appian, people have understood more and people are moving towards Appian developments, Appian infrastructure, Appian analysis. All these people are moving nowadays slowly. The enhancements and as well as the importance of Appian have been understood nowadays by the people because of this reason, right? So this is also another important point I would like to add on with reference to the business performance. So using this business performance, to do this business performance, we have to create some reports, we have to create some workflows. All these things have to be done by us here under business performance. Next, apart from business performance, the next is optimization. You want to perform business optimization, because optimizing the business, whenever we are maintaining the performance of the application or the business, is something required. So all put together, if you can see in any business process management life cycle, there are some disciplines we have to follow. We have to optimize the business. We have to design some model. For example, if you want to design some model of the business which you are having, that is something required and essential wherein we want to do. Means we want to create some business process designs. We can create some business models. We can monitor the business activity, because by preparing some reports, by preparing some flow charts, right, by preparing some conference reports and all that, so we can measure the performance of the organization. At the same time, whatever the business process execution we want to follow, or whatever the kind of business process management do we require to follow in order to attain the enterprise goal, because every business will have some goals to be achieved in near times. These business process management tools are something helpful for that. Clear, Aishi?
Yeah, it's clear.
Are you clear or not? If you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. Now, what are the benefits in business process management? Because foundation of BPM should be so strong before we are going for Appian. Because irrespective of the tool we are used, whether we use Appian or Pega or Camunda or whatever the tools we use and all that. So this foundation of business process management should be so strong as in when you are going for development, because there are different things in BPM. There are BPM architect roles, there are BPM developer roles, there are BPM admin roles, there are BPM analyst roles, right? We have normally this roles of BPM will be categorized into 4 parts: analyst, development, admin, and architect. So those 4 roles are there. Of course, you are inclining more towards this development role, right? I think BPM developer you want to move on, I hope, right? So these are the 4 roles. I think you want to go for BPM development. Understood. Now, these are the benefits you can see in BPM. One is you can improve the business agility. Business agility can be improved because of using this business process management. Next, we can reduce the cost and high revenue. How is this possible? Because as you are managing the processes or you are automating the business process, what is happening here? You are reducing the human intervention. For example, if you want to perform a task in any of the business, assume that you require 10 members. 10 members have their own roles and responsibilities which they are maintaining. Now, all of a sudden, what you require, out of this 10, you have identified 2-3 people are doing the activity which is already there. The existing activity they are doing once again, right? Again and again and again. So the amount of money we are paying in terms of the salaries and all everything will be a burden for us, because there is nothing called skill there, because the same activity everybody are doing. So what you are doing here, there is a concept called RPA, as I mentioned in the beginning, called as robotic process automation. Wherein using robotic process automation, what you're doing, you're reducing the cost of operations. Means implementing some robotic process automation using different tools. What you're doing, you're reducing the cost of expenses in terms of the salaries what we are paying at all. So this is where we can reduce the cost. Next, we can generate high revenues. High revenue generation need not be the volume of business we have increased. If we can reduce the cost, obviously it impacts on the revenue generation as well, right? See, either you have to increase your revenues by adding some new services into your business, or else the other way around, what you can do, if you can reduce the cost, that is also another advantage of increasing your high revenues. This is also possible in BPM. Next, higher efficiency. What is meant by higher efficiency? Efficiency of the business process management, what you're following must be higher in times, means higher in nature, higher in performances. This is what we call it as higher efficiency is all about. Means
You can increase the efficiency of the business, which is something possible and feasible in PPM. Next, better visibility. How do you see the visibility? You can see the visibility based on the reports what we are generating. Understood? Clear? Better visibility, we can see based on the reports what we are generating, right? Different multiple reports and all, everything can be prepared using business process management tools, so that the better visibility is more in BPM. Next, whatever the kind of standards and securities we need to follow. Because if, for example, any organization will be flourished based on what? Based upon the policies and procedures what they maintain, right or not? Because there are some policies, there are procedures, there are some standards wherein we have to follow. So depending on those policies, procedures, standards, and all that, all these things will comes into picture. Means whatever the kind of compliance, safety standards, security standards we have to follow, everything comes under this. So these are the benefits wherein you could see with reference to business process management is concerned. Clear? I hope you understood the introduction part of VP. Do you have any doubts on this? Please go ahead.
No.
You're clear? Now,
Yeah.
now next question. Next question, you may be asking one question to me. Raj, what exactly APN is all about? Right? Why APN we are using? For what purpose? Because we can learn Pega also, right? We can learn Pega, or else we can either, we have Oracle BPM tools are there. All those will be there. So in spite of all that, why Appian is so different? Why Appian can be used? For what reason? If you can see in a larger context of Appian, Appian is a low-code development platform where we can build business process management tools. At the same time, we can automate complex business processes, especially on mobile environments, especially whatever the kind of mobile applications we are developing, digital applications, digital management. Because everything nowadays, everything has been digitalized due to this pandemic. The importance of digitalization has increased a lot. If you remember closely, earlier we used to do online shopping and all, everything in a less percentage. Even though we know about online shopping, the amount of percentage we used to do online shopping and all, everything is very less before pandemic. But after pandemic, if you observe, online business or online shopping and all, everything has increased a lot. Even for groceries, we are ordering online. Earlier for groceries, we used to go for shop and we used to get it earlier, right? Okay. But due to pandemic, what is happening? Nowadays, even if you want to order some groceries, you are ordering online, right? Or not? Due to different reasons. Due to avoiding going for groups and all that. So what we are doing? We are ordering everything online. So Appian has an advantage nowadays, especially as an advantage nowadays, wherein what we can do is we can disguise whatever the digital applications, whatever the mobile applications and all, everything are possible using Appian. This is the advantage wherein Appian sees nowadays. At the same time, Appian has an advantage wherein whatever the workflow we follow, these workflows are single workflows. These are not dual workflows. Means the kind of data management we are following, the kind of data process we follow, everything happens in a single flow. So you don't see any kind of multiple flows in Appian. Whatever the flow we follow, everything will happen in a single flow. So what is the advantage in single flow? The advantage of single flow is this. In this single flow, the advantage is this: you don't see any confusion. Whoever is working on it, whatever they are working on, everything they follow the same structure and they process the same process for every time. So this is what the advantage you could see in a single workflow is all about. Understood? Clear? Aishi, are you clear or not?
Yeah.
Right, so this is what generally Appian has its own advantages. At the
Yeah.
same
One
time,
thing
this is this.
Yeah, one
Please
thing
go
I
ahead.
want to ask. You said we have a single workflow. So,
Hmm.
like we have different process models for different activities. So,
Hmm.
like, what is the meaning of workflow in that sense?
Workflow means business workflow. In terms of the business workflow we are talking about. whatever the business workflow. For example, a business activity has a workflow. For example, you are applying for loan, right? So for applying for a loan, there is a flow will be there, right or not? There will be a flow. Do you agree that
Yes.
if you are applying for a loan, there is a flow which will be there?
Yeah.
If I am making it in a single manner, will you be happy?
Yeah. Yes.
It will be so easy for you to understand, right? For example, for this process, I am making 3-4 workflows. Being a user, what you say? First of all, you feel confused. Point number one. Second, it takes lot of time. It takes lot of time. Why? Because you are creating multiple flows of the existing one. For example, if you want to apply loan, if I am giving a single window platform, what will happen? Whatever you can apply on, everything you can apply very easily. At the same time, whatever the report generation you want to make out of it, you can take it very fast. But because of this, what is happening here? Because of the single workflow, you can do all these things at a time.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Right or not?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So this is what the advantage wherein you can see in single workflows. Understood? Clear?
Yeah, I got
Do you
it.
agree? Right or not?
Yes.
So these are the advantages wherein you can see in Appian.
Okay.
These are the advantages wherein you can see in Appian. So these are the advantages which you can see with reference to the Appian is concerned. This is what the advantage, because we can create different workflows and all that. So we can create different platforms and all that. So we can create different business processes which can enhance the kind of activity we're maintaining in regular intervals. So this is what the advantage wherein you could see with reference to Appian database. Yeah, because BPM process remains the same irrespective of the tool we use. But the advantage in Appian is you can create a single workflow for whatever the activity are we performing. Whatever the activity you are performing, the workflow remains single and standard anytime. Clear?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Are you clear or not? Ayushi, right? Because so that you don't see any confusion. Because the workflow is single, what will happen? As a user or as a developer, it will be more easier for you to interact. If I am creating multiple workflows for the same activity, I mean to say, point to be noted, for the same activity, if I am preparing multiple workflows, it takes lot of time for you to understand. It takes lot of time for you to implement as well. In spite of all this, what you can do, simply you can create workflows. Simply you can manage all these activities in a single workflow, which has an advantage you could see in Appian nowadays. Right? So this is what the advantage you could see in Appian now. So this is what the introduction part. Today I'm going to, I would like to explain so that which I did so far. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll have a complete session. About 1 hour session will be there from tomorrow, from morning 9 to 10. Okay, because this is an introduction part. I don't want to go more in detail about Appy and all that, because it gives you a high level understanding about what is business process management tool is all about and what exactly Appian. This is what. So what features we have in Appian and how to do with this, right? What are the different roles are there in Appian? Because we have different roles. We have Appian, we have analyst will be there in Appian. There are developers, there are admin people, there are architects, which do they do different because Appian analyst do different activities. As a developer, whatever the activities do you require to perform would be different. As an admin, whatever the role you perform will be different. As an architect, what we do and all everything will be of different. So what are those differences and all? What are those roles in Appian and all everything that I am going to discuss in tomorrow's session? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
So
asking
you will.
something?
Yeah, I was asking that only. So you are saying you will
Yeah.
cover that tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
what are all the different roles and all there? So those roles are there. I'll be showing the screen to you. Of course, I'm going to explain this tomorrow, but let me show you
okay.
this. So these are the
One more.
roles. These are the
Yeah.
different
One
roles.
more one more thing I just wanted to ask. What will be the schedule we will follow? Like, uh, I mean, from development perspective, can you share that with me? Because it will be helpful for me to be pre-ready for that. So it will be
Yeah,
helpful.
these are
Like,
the points. That is what I'm going to discuss tomorrow. That is what I'm going to explain tomorrow. You can see here. Developer
yeah,
role is this. You need to create applications, you need to create objects,
okay,
processes, agile implementation. All these were the role of a BA developer.
yeah, okay,
The
yeah, okay,
developer role is this. You need to create business applications and all. That is what being a business developer you have to do it. With the help
okay.
of with the help of business analyst, with the help of business architect. Understand,
Architect, okay,
right? With the help of them, being a developer, you have to create and build applications as well as objects.
yeah,
So
okay,
that is what I'm going to explain tomorrow. That's the reason I told you, right? What features are there in Appian and what are roles? First of all, you need to know what are the roles in Appian, first of all. Then being a developer, what you're going to do is next level.
yeah,
Because it's
okay,
not only a developer, right? Because even though you are a developer building applications, but with the help of analyst, you have to do. Because requirements, who will give you the requirements?
yeah, yeah,
You're not
obviously,
gathering requirements on your own. Am I right or not?
yes,
Who are gathering requirements? Requirements being gathered by the business
analyst,
analyst. Those
yeah,
requirements you are managing, right or not? Right? Whatever the
yeah,
requirements you have taken, based on the requirements, you are creating application. You are creating that. At the same
okay,
time, if you want to create this application, who has to provide architecture? Architect has to provide the architecture for you.
yeah,
Agreeing, right or not? They have to give you
yes,
the architecture for you, because unless until if they don't provide any solution architecture, how can you provide solution for the problem,
yeah, yeah, obviously,
right or not? So first of all, we must be knowing about what are the roles are there, what analysts do, what developer do in Appian, what analysts do, what developer do, what admin do, what architect do, what are their responsibilities. First of all, if you know, then being a developer, what you have to do, you will be understood well.
yeah, okay,
Because end of the day, this is all integration. Understood this?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
even though you are a developer by individual, you need to work with others. You need to work with architects, admin, you need to work with analysts and all that. So we must
yes,
be
yes,
knowing about their activities also first.
yeah,
So it
okay,
will be more helpful to you when you're working on real environment.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Anyway,
obviously,
those
okay,
points and all everything we will be discussing from tomorrow onwards slowly.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want to jump into the APA part directly. Hence, this is a high level explanation I have given.
yeah, yeah, okay, thank you,
Clear, Aishi? Right? Tomorrow, the
yeah,
same time, the same meeting ID, we'll connect.
yeah, okay, sure,
See
okay,
you then. Bye.
yeah, thanks, bye.